Good morning! Today is Isaac's last day of school. Ayla's last day of nursery was yesterday. He has a half day and we're off for summer! Even though we're all in our winter coats still.
Stop screaming every time. I will bit one.
Yep, the kids are officially off for summer. We just collected them and we're having a celebratory McDonald's. What do you look forward to the most about summer holidays?
No school.
No school. How about sleeping in?
No.
No need to sit in traffic in the mornings?
No.
That sounds lovely, doesn't it? The kids are outside playing in the garden. So yeah, the afternoon I've been able to work on a video. Oh, why is it so? Oh my goodness. Let's fix that. Much better. I had the opportunity to spend the afternoon just making the memorial video for my grandfather. So they're going to be playing it at the service. So originally, of course, I told my mom to send me photos and she sent me so many. But I felt like even though they were taken at different locations, it looked like the same photo. It was really the same group of people around a table, yet the food was different. The background was slightly different, but essentially it was the same photo. So I asked mom if she could find me some photos of my grandfather, like even like in his younger days, because I feel like it tells more of a story. Photos of him traveling, like doing different things in different places. So they were able to do that. I had no idea my grandfather was so handsome in his younger days. You know, when you think of your grandparents, usually they're elderly. You kind of forget that before they were elderly, they were not. That is my grandfather. Look at his hair. And it's so interesting to see. Like even when he was in the kitchen with the wok, he always had his shirt and his trousers on. Always had really voluminous, great hair. He's been able to travel all over. Had a good life. Yeah, so just spent the morning, afternoon just sorting out floral arrangements. The video. These are really the last things that I could do for him. Yeah, like watching the video, it makes me happy because this is how he wants to be remembered, how he lived, and not, you know, how frail and thin he got towards the end. Like my grandfather was able to grow old with his wife. Like you're talking like maybe 70 years married. Like how many people can have that? So just popped into one of the apartments. One of the tenants just moved out, so we're just cleaning it before the next tenant comes in. But yeah, the people that lived here before, they took really good care of the apartment. Yeah, little hallway here. And then we have another bedroom here. And this is the living area. We got the kitchen. And then the living room. Good morning, guys. Today is my grandfather's funeral. It is a nice morning. It looks clear and bright. Hope it stays that way. Hi everyone. A good few days or more has passed since then. So yeah, it was a lovely send-off for my grandfather. Got to see a lot of cousins I haven't seen in so many years, and it's quite depressing. But we realized that the next time all of his cousins are together again, most likely, well, hopefully not till a very long time, is for, you know, another funeral. But yeah, I'm just on my way back. It's been quite a full-on day. In the morning, I was doing a bride's makeup. Ended up doing her mummy and a bit of her sisters before I had to rush back with this visit Granny Bubs. I took my mummy out for lunch, and then I took Granny Bubs out for groceries. So the dogs have been left at home like all morning, so looking forward to going back and just going on a walk. So yeah, my divorce got finalized today. Actually, it was yesterday. But yeah, I woke up to a card this morning that made me very emotional. And so, like, you know, I ended up going to do the bride's makeup with really swollen eyes. But then I'm so glad I did it. I think it was actually what I needed, you know, just talking to these lovely ladies. I'm so excited for her. She looks so beautiful, and I'm excited for her next chapter. So I'm sure this is like this for a lot of you guys, but some of you guys may already noticed it, but like I'm finding myself like just on social media less and less and less. I used to be, okay, I wasn't uploading as frequent here, but you'll always see me on Instagram, right? Even if it's little stories, but even still, I don't know if it's a phase or it's just something that's kind of gradually transitioned to, but I'm not really on social media so much. I don't really feel the need to like update. I've never been someone that's kind of obsessed or I guess, you know, worshipped social media in a sense. Like I never felt like I was too tied to it. But you know, I realized it must be like little ways still that there's some form of validation that it's tied, because I've been sort of like taking myself away from it voluntarily. It's not that it's causing me to feel a certain way or anything. It was just sort of like, you know, I don't need it. I just find myself just enjoying life offline, and it feels quite nice. So yeah, it's interesting. Whereas, you know, back then, the slightest thing happened, and you know, it's like I can't wait to like update and talk about it, share things. Of course, not, you know, I do still scroll every day, but it's not, I'm not on it as often because I'm not on it as often. I'm not updating and sharing as often. But I don't know if it's like an age thing. You writing a diary?
No looking.
Okay. I noticed Ayla was just drawing in her little notebook that's got a little padlock in it. I think she got it as part of her Christmas present, but she's been like drawing or writing little symbols, and it just reminded me of like basically when I was a little girl and I just spent like the whole afternoon in my garden, just anywhere in the house, just drawing. You just didn't need to worry about anything. There was no responsibility. You just did whatever you want. You know, as a child, it was just so free. Those were the days. Today has been a pretty productive day. We woke up, we went swimming, we grabbed lunch, came back, mowed the lawns, fixed my vacuum, finally vacuumed my house. So I'm just cooking up the ragù to make lasagna. Last night I was just out with some friends and we had quite a few cocktails. We ate out, which is lovely, but a lot of sodium intake, so my face is really swollen today, guys. So long since I also used guasa facial massaging on my face, and I am feeling the lymph build up. I can feel like little beads inside. So I'm just gonna drain it, depuff the face. I look rough today and I feel rough. Back then I didn't have tight hips, and these days like my hips give me so much grief. I just have to sleep on my face, which means a lot of the fluids really accumulate in my face. This is really great for draining puffiness underneath the eyes. Make sure you apply like some sort of facial oil before so it's not too much friction, but it's great. Again, drain it up, drain it, or you can just go like this first, and then after remember to drain it from here down. This feels really nice. Good afternoon, guys. So yesterday I took the kids out. I'd been busy the entire morning all the way to the afternoon till about 3. And they were so good. I felt so bad. So yeah, I took them to sock play. They played for an hour and a half, and then downstairs there was an arcade. You know, in arcades you get like tickets from the machines when you win something. Well, we didn't have a lot because the kids weren't that great, but a very kind gentleman gave us his tickets, which was very sweet of him, and we were able to exchange it for some sweeties. But still, Isaac asked if he could take one ticket, and he held on to that. And I watched him come home really excited and pop it into his little money box. Now inside his money box, I noticed wasn't just his savings. Obviously he's got his coins in there, but I noticed he also, see, so yeah, there's a ticket. There's also like random things he has in here, like a little Easter chick from our Easter egg hunt, some bouncy balls he would get from like certain dayouts, just this random container, like just little things he would find special and hold dear to him. That's not necessarily monetary value, and it was a really nice reminder, not just about hustling and making the monies. Obviously it's wise to save, but also collect memories.